503. Stack this call to Delta 903, and I'll be 10-8.
Romeo 503, 17.
Bravo 6-2 on both arrived.
Bravo 61 is 17.
Delta 903 arrived.
Delta 903 is 1618. Bravo 56.
So,
This guy's claiming he is a tenant.
Hi.
hello.
I guys called you a couple hours ago, then called you again just a few minutes ago. Case number.
Alright, so what's going on?
So I am just the renter here, and I was renting it to warehouse my stuff, just temporarily, while this house was being facilitated and handled. Landlord's on his way right now, actually.
The
He
landlord
calling.
is?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, officers are here. Please and thank you.
Bravo 543.
He'll validate that I'm the leasee. Again, I still have private property in the vicinity. County recorder has not recorded the new title. Again, the auction that occurred on this house occurred while I was out of state. And again, I've been trying to buy this house for like 4 months now, roughly, since the whole debacle started. And so, yeah, so there was an automatic stay order that was violated, and obviously undue sale of the facility. So all I'm here is just to protect my assets. That's it. Landlord in this whole scenario is up to him to deal with, not me. I'm just here to.
So are you living here, or are you just using it to store your
Just
property?
using it for storing of my property. That's all I am using it for. I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't abscond with it.
So what happened today? How come we're out here?
Because this gentleman showed up saying he's the new owner of the home. I received a notice saying that there was a stay order, auction had not occurred, transfer of deed has not occurred. But again, obviously him showing up, I have confidential private property here. I'm going to immediately rush over to the facility to make sure that no one touches it. And I need a bit more than a truck to move it. So yeah, obviously I'm trying to sort out that whole scenario and make sure that we're okay, because I have no problem taking my time and getting my stuff out of here. No problem. But again, landlord and them have their own little situation occurring. And as per the court here, I called him. He does not own the title, he does not own the deed, and that was literally as of 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
So his deed recording is from whatever filer he did, but the state did not agree to it and did not allow it. There's an automatic stay order by court order. So, again.
Okay. And which court is this through?
Hmm?
Which court is this through?
Local here, PD. Again, I'll let the landlord talk to you on that note as soon as he gets here. Because that's, as I said, their issue, not mine. I'm just trying to make sure I can get my property squared away and get it out of here.
All right, what's your name?
My name's... And if you'd like my federal DOD ID number, I'll give it to you as well. Because I do work for the U.S. government.
How do you spell your last name?
My DOD ID number. Specifically what I do is I build software for NSA and others.
Cool.
That's what I do.
All right. Do you have a good phone number? All right. How far out's the landlord?
He said he was less than 20 minutes out, so I'm guessing he's probably by right now. Just coming off the freeway.
Okay.
He
All right.
said he was rushing over here.
Okay. Just hang tight. I'm gonna go talk to him, and we'll go from there.
Zach? Or just guessing at your first name?
Yeah.
Pleasure, Nathan.
Nice to meet you. Okay, hang tight.
Sounds like previous owner filed for bankruptcy. They got home through an auction. He changed all the locks, and while he was in there today, this dude shows up, breaks in. He says there's no furniture. Asked him to show him a lease or some kind of agreement between the previous owner.
This is Max. He's for closing.
And also, he can also validate the fact of the matter that there is no deed transfer that has occurred. Title has not been moved over to this gentleman's name, and this house is still owned by the landlord present here in accounted for.
So I've already got a case number. This is the bankruptcy case number.
Okay.
This is who they're reported buying the property from, Gravity Capital. This is the address that you're here at today.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an automatic stay in effect. Salt Lake County Recorder's Office, 1836 East Yale Ave, GSE Global LLC. So it's under automatic stay.
That was on the 21st.
Yeah. But this petition is for this property. And so what they did is they purchased the second position of the note, the lien holder note. So that's what they purchased. They haven't purchased the first lien holder from the bank, Canyon View Federal Credit Union. And what they have is a trustee's deed without any warranty, which is subject to bankruptcy, which this is. So they went ahead with the sale, knowingly violating the automatic stay, and they're betting, they're taking a roll of the dice, thinking that the bankruptcy will not go in my favor. But regardless of the facts, per my attorney, per Utah law, even if there was such sale and there was a foreclosure sale, what have you, there's still a 15-day stay that allows occupants to move and gather and reorganize. They're trying to show up here today as if they have an actual sale, but the sale's invalid. So I'm filing trespassing, breaking, and entering because they've obviously violated those laws. They have no right to come into the property. They have no right to tell me, the property owner, not to be at the property.
Okay. What's your name, sir? What's the best phone for you?
Oh, he's here.
All right. Can you just hang tight over here? I'm going to talk to my partner real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
What is this shit?
Now they're occupying the house. What do I do about that? Like, I had my stuff get out.
Do you still have property inside at all?
What's that?
Do you still have property inside there?
I moved it out. I was sitting on cameras because they've been so problematic.
So what is that?
Well, most of this shit is out of my depth with their legal terminology and stuff, but basically
Bravo 711, Bravo 713.
the title hasn't been like transferred or something, and he has something from the court on the 21st saying that the bank still, like, basically a bank still, like, and I guess that he's still in the process of bankruptcy. So it hasn't, because he was like, they are rolling the dice hoping that the bankruptcy goes negatively for me, but it's not like resolved, I guess, at this point.
Okay.
So I don't know. This is going to be some shit that needs to be dealt with through the courts, because this is...
Yeah, because this is... And I was straight up with them. I'm like, this is going to be all civil paperwork, and they're going to use a lot of jargon that I don't understand, because we don't deal with it.
Yeah.
The only caveat to it, because this is a trustee's deed, which I don't even know what that is. But it said the grantor at the time and place of sale fixed in accordance with the foregoing notice of trustee's sale on July 22nd, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. at the place fixed in said notice of trustee's sale, which is this. Then in there sold at public auction to Adrian Johnson, who is this dude, who's the highest bidder, therefore the property above described. Adrian Johnson subsequently assigned his purchase rights to grant.
Bravo 713, copy list.
It's up to you. Yes, it's up to you.
This is notarized by a notary. If this had the stamp of a judge or something on it, then I would be more inclined to take sides. But here, I can talk to the attorney if you want.
Here you go.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, this is Officer Johnson. Can you hear me? Does he have like an earpiece in?
So I've got my attorney on the phone.
Hello, Adrian.
Oh, yep, I can hear you now.
If they have some sort of claim, they need to exercise it in the courts. This is a civil matter. Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
And so, we're still planning on moving in furniture, but apparently one of the locks wasn't secured and broke in, but I get they apparently claim to have a lease, whatever that is, they weren't occupying the house. But they'll have to take this up in the courts, because yesterday title was deeded to this family, this moving in there. And the court changed the locks. So we're fine if they want to pursue this, but they'll have to do it outside of the property, and just, the concern is that there's going to be a big case if they can forcibly blockade the property and don't leave. So they just need to, step outside, have this conversation, and take this to the court. It's a civil matter for them. Because we'll be back there, we'll be where are we moving at? But anyway, this was a surprise. This is wildly bizarre claim, but to protect the peace and future peace, you're going to have to ask them to take this to the courts and just step outside. If they can just do that, that's the problem. That's where the peace, there might be a disruption of the peace. They're trying to prevent us from occupying the property, they're trying to fight or whatever they're doing, but they need to take this to the court. They claim to have a lease. It's a very simple matter. They just go and take this up as a court, just something they can file, but they can't. We have a court order to occupy the property, they pay for the property, there's a deed to the property, and it came over this morning, they, closure, they changed
It's a civil thing, so if you want to, that's fine.
So if they, yeah, but so if we come over tonight, start spending the night, and they are there, it's going to be dangerous. We're afraid of.
Do you have the court order with you that's like signed by a judge that says I need to see something signed by a judge?
Here's what we do have. We have a deed to the property. It's got this address on it. And it's the deed is to Adrian Johnson. So, and that's, he has that right now. It was recorded today. And then what they have also is a court order.
Yeah, if there's something signed by a judge, be happy to abide by it.
Apparently, one of these people is continually going bankrupt to stop something, a sale or something. So the court, there's a court order called an in order.
You guys picked up the second one, not
But
the
it's
whole.
saying you.
But even if there was a whole thing done, you can't do it the next day.
They can go forward with foreclosure. So with that order, yesterday, they finalized foreclosure, and Adrian Johnson, who you see there, they bought the property from foreclosure sale, and then the attorney gave them a trust deed that was recorded this morning. And I don't know who these people are. And apparently, one of them is the person that is.
I lost you for a sec. I can't hear you. Oh, it looks like it connected to his car. Okay. Yep, I can hear you now.
Several $100,000. So we just can't have them there tonight because we're going to sleep there tonight. And they can always go into the court and say, hey, we have a lease. Somehow this gives us the opportunity to get back into the property. But it's otherwise, we just want them, we need to keep the peace. And they just have to step outside and let us sleep there. And we'll let them, we won't, if they have a court case, they can go to the court case, but they just broke in. And we're a little afraid to be in there with them. But if they have a lease, it's gone, but that's okay. They can go to the court. Ask if you can. I'm on my way. But I have what I have is the deed to this property, and you can get the identification from Adrian Johnson that he is the one that they just deeded the property to. He paid, I don't know, last night they paid like $325,000 for the sale, came with the check. And then the attorney, here's the trustee, recorded the deed. And then we're in the process of changing locks, getting ready to move our stuff in. And then this man showed up and said, I got a lease that he just barged in. He actually forced the door on it. So we don't know quite what to do, but we have to, at the very least, we need to step outside and take this up with the courts. It's a civil matter for them. We clearly have ownership, and we can show you the deed. And I don't know what their claim is, but we can't have them there tonight, and we're just going to sleep there. So I would ask them to step outside, take their lease and claims to the court, and we're good. But we're the homeowner. My client's the homeowner, and he has the deed to demonstrate that. In fact, they came through a locked door that wasn't functioning right, pushed their way in. They don't have any keys. They don't have any other claim other than the door opened, and now they're saying, look, I've got a lease. You've got to get out of here. And that's frightening. We have if we're going to move and start moving, we have a couple of babies. And they just need to step outside because we're going to be in there tonight, and that's where
Sorry, officer, but I don't want to give permission or allow anybody inside the property, and they continue to go inside the property. Until they have a court order that says they can occupy the property, they're trespassing.
Okay.
And if there's a court order, I'm
All
happy
right.
to obey.
Well, if you want to come out in person, we can chat some more, okay?
Okay, I'm
All right.
on my way. I'm about 5-7 minutes from there. I'll be right there.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you in a bit.
So there's no court order. So I have my attorney on the phone, Adam Ford, if you want to talk. I've got the officer here. I've got this person coming in and out of the property. There's two older people here earlier that were already inside the property, and then they had keys already. And if this was a bona fide sale that had taken place, they still wouldn't be able to occupy it the same day. That's against Utah law.
All right.
And so I need a court order to show that they're able
Yeah,
to.
I know. I get what you're saying. This is above my note. This is out of my depth. This is all civil jargon and stuff that I.
So when I called earlier, the police earlier made the report.
Mhm.
They told me essentially that there would be essentially a stay on both parties, but not be able to amend it. But I am the title record of owner. I have an active bankruptcy case that shows the property. There's no active change on the county.
Which officer did you talk to earlier?
Wakova?
Wakoba?
Let me see. I got the note here. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so he was at the main station. Officer Rosetta, excuse me. Rossette.
And he was at the public safety building?
Yeah, I called him when the older people were here first. And he said, yeah, you're the property owner of record. No one's allowed to be in that property unless there's a court order that says it. And I also have a federal, not state, federal bankruptcy that's in place.
Okay, I'll give him a call, alright? Just hang tight, like, for a minute. We're trying to get this stuff figured out. We don't need a physical altercation in the meantime.
I mean, I would suggest, this is escalating.
Yeah.
I would suggest that they go to the court and get a court to recognize it.
Okay,
They
and
do that, that's great.
Yeah. We'll have him...
But I would request and tell them that whoever's in there is outside of the property.
Come outside. We're gonna have everybody wait outside, alright? If you want to hang out in your car, I'm gonna make some phone calls. Everyone needs to stay outside, alright?
I can send you the foreclosure attorney as well, who's dealt with Max for quite some time.
Alright.
Should I send it to you?
Just wait. I need to make some phone calls. And so we're at a standstill, so everyone's staying outside.
Yeah,
You good for a minute? Muting for sergeant consultation.
Please go ahead, Adam.
Adam, are you there?
Oh, you're on mute, Adam.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So this is a part of a civil dispute. I don't know. They haven't actually explained to me why they think the bankruptcy automatic stay doesn't apply, but they have are obviously taking the position that it doesn't. The question is, can they engage in self-help and just go seize the property and take control of the property while the civil dispute continues? The answer is, of course, not. It's called self-help under the law, right? So if they think that they have a valid right to repossess it, they can file an adverse possession action in civil court or go to the bankruptcy court and get a determination that the automatic stay doesn't apply for whatever reason they want to make. But what they can't do is just show up in the house and take possession of it in the middle of the civil dispute. So I would ask that you get everybody's name that's there wrong that we're getting proposed on the civil court. So in your police report, just get everybody's contact information, name and contact.
Yeah, I can do that for you. Just give me 1 sec.
And the last thing I'll say, officer, is anybody can go to record a deed, and that doesn't have any power behind it. You have to have a court order.
Right.
They don't have it. And they have recorded a deed, or they will shortly, claiming that they've repossessed the property. But our position is that's invalid because of the bankruptcy pending the automatic stays in place. They have to go through the bankruptcy procedure. They can't just ignore it.
Hello.
Correct.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec, please. Okay, I'm gonna call this officer that spoke to you prior and just speak with him. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Just give me 1 minute, all right?
Okay. Sure.
Rossetti,
Hey, it's Johnson.
what's up?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I'm the property owner.
You're not property. I got the deed of the property. I have the deed. You're allowed to stand on the sidewalk. So if you want to go talk to somewhere else. Can I talk to you? Or?
Yeah.
You can go talk? Yeah, I'd like to talk to you.
So again, I'm putting my basis in self-help here. And if they feel like they have the right to it, let them get a court order to do it. And I'm happy to abide by any court order. But as of today, I'm the property owner.
Their deed is wrongful. It's a wrongful recording of a deed in violation of the bankruptcy automatic stay. They can't engage in self-help. They've got to go get a court order if they believe that the automatic stay doesn't apply.
And again, I'm not familiar with civil law, like really at all. So, I think that's kind of the direction we're gonna lean, is just until there's a court order, things are gonna have to remain as they are.
Well, I appreciate that, officer, and I'm happy to abide by
unless
any
my
court order.
supervisor says differently. That's kind of the direction I'm leaning towards right now, just
Yeah,
because
and officer,
I'm not
I think that's
versed
exactly
in
the
that.
crux of the situation is who has the burden of proof here. Does the burden of proof to prove that their deed is invalid before you can keep the property, or do they have to prove that their deed is valid before they can seize the property? And of course, the right answer is you can't seize the property until you can prove that you have a valid deed. That's self-help. The status quo has to be maintained. So I think it's exactly the right.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, like my supervisor's chatting with the other attorney, but I'm just going to kind of wait to talk to him, and then we'll make a determination on what we're going to do, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just let him chat privately if you wouldn't mind, and then he can come chat with you or your attorney or...
I have really not much more to say than what he's already said. I mean, the facts are the facts. If they have a court order, great. I'm happy to abide by whatever the judge has. But we have a civil dispute at the moment, and they're trying to jump it. I mean, even if this was a legal sell, you can't, by Utah law, go in the next day and kick everybody out.
Kick him out.
That's against constitutional rights.
And that makes sense.
Not Constitution, Utah statute.
Utah statute.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think that's, like I said, I'll talk to my sergeant, but...
And I do take notice that there's a sleeping bag, it looks like, on the side of the road. This guy thinks he's going to sleep inside this house today.
Did he leave? Where did he go?
He left his backpack, his sleeping bag, and he took off.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, yeah, I think unless somebody's got something signed by a judge, we're not going to do anything.
I'm happy to abide by something signed by a judge.
Like I said, I'm not familiar with civil court process, civil law. A lot of this stuff is a foreign language to me.
Likewise. Well, I'll let you jump onto your next meeting, Adam. I'll call you. I think this is a self-explanatory. I appreciate your help and assistance.
Okay, I will be off my call by around 5:15, and I'll call you to see what happened afterwards.
Okay, thank you, Adam.
Goodbye.
So I talked to Rossetti, the one that talked to you before. He kind of explained to me what he told you, and I mean that makes sense to me. Like,
Complaints being followed. They're
so
like
that's kind of where I'm headed.
being followed by a white
I appreciate that.
possible escalade. Call takers advising the complainant to try to get
We're not trying to intrude on anybody, but when I got 3 different people telling me I have the right here, and I have the right. Oh, shit, I don't know who has the right.
I mean, I could walk inside with you and show you mail inside the property if you like. If that gives more further evidence.
No, I believe you. I'm sure my supervisor will agree. I just want to talk to him and make sure we're good. But I think kind of what we'll do is tell them until you have a court order, just you can't come back.
You okay, my friend? Take a walk.
Appreciate that, officer.
Appreciate it. You put yourself on.
So how's it going so far? Just peaches and cream,
Just getting started.
I've got 15. I'll show you around.
Wow. My first call was, do you know the artesian well? So 2 people got in a fight because basically they had a dispute over whose turn it was to fill up their jug of water. So that was my first call today.
Yeah, I've been down there that well before. The one on, was it 7th or 8th south?
8th and like 5th east.
Wow, that's crazy. Fighting over water.
Yep.
Back to basics.
Yeah.
Humankind is just awesome.
Yep. Well, have you had the water from there? Like it's good, really but it's nothing like not that crazy.
Yeah.
And I was hesitant to even drink it because I've seen a lot of people bathe themselves in that water. But I mean, I guess as long as nothing is getting on the spigot or the little hole that it comes out of, it's probably fine.
Yeah, the time I've drank out of it, I've given it a little one over and called it, you know?
Oh.
But yeah, it's good water. I like
Bravo 513.
the Mount Olympus water is my preferred choice.
Both ways, but continue northbound on 300 East.
It's kind of hard to get to. You know?
1701.
So you're from Utah originally?
You?
Yeah. Over in Murray and Holiday area.
I'm like West Jordan. Moved to Harriman like when I was like
Harriman's
12.
Nice. I like Harriman.
Yeah, it's I would like to get back out there. It's just pricey.
I know, everything is insane these days. It's situational, man.
No,
you know?
I feel for you.
It's like, bloody hell, man. I mean, the other thing that I've been dealing with, too, is I've been working with Department of Homeland Security. We got into a business deal, mining deal, with guys from South Africa that ended up being crooks. And they stole gold, sent over here, and had to go fly over and give statements. So my life has been just a shit show lately. So this is just the added cherry on top.
Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. So, you own like a mining business? Nice.
Yeah. I'll show you. It's kind of a crazy card. Take a look at that.
Wow. Serious Organized Crime Investigation Unit. Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow,
so I've had
that's cool.
some things held up because of it and ongoing crap. But yeah, I own an engineering company and a mining company, so we engineer and build gold mines.
Wow.
But COVID completely shit-canned us because the mines got shut down because like Honduras and those areas, they had martial law. No one could go outside.
God, that sucks.
And then Nicaragua was like, COVID? What are you guys talking about? Regular business. So they came over and stole all of our equipment. So right on the border.
Damn.
The crazy thing is we have insurance, but our insurance is contingent upon having guards. But the guards can't go to work with martial law lockdown, you know?
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Holy cow. COVID was really rough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm lucky because I'm a cop and I still have to have cops, but I feel for anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people lost a lot of loved ones, so I'm not going to complain. You can always make money back.
Yeah.
But man, it really sucks.
No, that is really, really crappy. So, are you just like South Africa, or are you everywhere?
So we pretty much everywhere except for South Africa. We don't get involved. They want to do a project here in the States, so they're going to ship product to us. That's how they're smuggling, money laundering, all that crap. But we only deal in like North, South America, Central America, Turkey, Dubai is where they sell gold. There's no gold mining there, but nothing in Asia, China, and so forth.
Huh. Wow. Have you been to Dubai?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. You love it. I think everybody would love it. It's like a very clean Vegas, but no gambling. But the buildings are just incredible. Food's great. People are great.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I've seen, because like I watch the UFC, so I've kind of seen like when they go to Abu Dhabi and stuff. Looks pretty cool. Let me talk to my supervisor real quick.
Yeah, we'll let them know. And we will help them store them. Just hang out for a bit. All right. Talking to the fellow I offered. Are you the sergeant? I'm legally blind.
I'm right here.
I was just talking to the fellow to take your stuff. Eventually, and the other officer, he said, if you sleep at night, I will physically move you. I said, I don't think you can do that thing. I'll pick you up and throw you out. So that's our concern. If the mother and children are here, we either need to get a protective order, but we can't exist without threat of physical violence. And the other officer heard it. This is really unusual. I mean, it's.
Who do you know this guy?
I don't know this guy. Oh, this guy, yeah, he's a locksmith. Just hang out, Johnny. Okay. We'll deal with this, okay? We changed all the other locks, and somehow they forced their way in, but given that, I know the mother, wife will, we'll just need to have some sort of safety at least. And we could probably get a temporary protective order.
That's done through the courts.
I don't think we can do that tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how quick they're able to do it.
Yeah, usually you can get one fairly quickly, but I have no idea this can happen. We just need them to, and if I told him we don't move your property. He said, you're not touch my property. You can't sleep there with my property. And it says, it knows what the law. Statute's pretty clear. Statute says if the home is not occupied, you can find property there. You attempt to contact the owner of the property. And if you can't, you store it for 15 days. We've located a place to store that. There's some bins of papers there. It's not a thing in the house. It's utterly empty. Excuse me, just one moment. Give me a moment, okay?
Sorry. I need to take care of another thing. I've seen if we can wrap it up or what you guys were leaning towards.
Well, let me just say the problem is this guy said that if we were inside there, he would physically beat us up and throw us out. And that was heard by the officer. We can't.
I'm sorry, that
my wife
said by who?
The guy sitting on the steps there.
Do you have that recorded?
The officer witnessed the whole statement, so he heard it too. We're going to need to get a protective order, but we can't have that. We're willing to move those bins out, and he said, if you touch my bins, I'll beat you up. And he said I'll physically pick you up and throw you out. If you try and sleep here, I will come in and throw you out.
I think you're trying to make false allegations.
The officer heard this, but here's the thing.
The officer can make that, but I think we should both agree to disagree on this stipulation.
Here's the thing.
And let's have a judge make a decision,
if you could,
and we can move forward.
Okay, that would be good. If you could not sleep here tonight.
Well, you're not allowed to go into the property.
What do you mean? We have
consent.
Okay.
As of this morning, I don't know how you broke into the back door and got in.
We got a deed here. We have a deed.
Anybody can record a deed.
What do you mean? You can't. Not anybody can record a deed. The trustee. You were at the foreclosure yesterday. You saw that foreclosure. Yeah. This guy recorded the foreclosure deed. And they paid money for it.
Violated automatic
well, whatever they did.
But this isn't the form for this to be argued.
Well, they've got to sleep somewhere tonight, and they're sleeping here tonight. Well, that's not your choice. You're not in the house.
That is my choice because I'm the property owner.
You're not the property owner.
You're trespassing.
Who is
and you're breaking and entering as of this morning.
Okay,
so
those
are lawsuits, and that's a criminal complaint I'm filing against you.
We're filing
and your wife and whoever else was in there because you have no right to do that. It's trespassing, and you're violating criminal trespassing. Okay.
Well, anyway,
you don't have a deed recorded as of the time that you're sitting in there. Plus, if there was
what do you mean? The deed? You want to see at the time this deed was recorded?
What time?
Well, look at it. It's right there in the recording information.
See, what time does it say?
Look at it.
I'd love to see it.
Well, I don't want you to take it and wad it up or whatever crazy thing you do. I'm legally blind.
Look,
but the deed was recorded this morning, and after the deed was recorded,
the deed does not say recorded this morning.
What do you mean? It's got the recorded information from the recorder right there. That's what you get when you record a deed. This is bizarre. He was at the foreclosure sale.
So the problem is that you bought
this morning at 9:28 a.m.
Yeah, and then, well, that's when they recorded the deed. They had the foreclosure sale yesterday. They tendered a cashier's check of over $600,000. I was thinking $325,000. And then,
here is the Salt Lake County Recorder's Office.
They recorded.
Okay, and so here is the recording as of the day today.
What are you talking about?
At exactly 1:17:51 p.m. And this is GSE Global. This is the deed that's recorded.
This is not the...
But the fact of the matter is anybody can go down and record a deed. Okay?
Did you record?
Here is a federal case with the automatic stay for the bankruptcy.
So I have...
That is active.
I have
and
your...
going.
I just so you know,
and the
I have the
bankruptcy...
bankruptcy...
Sorry, can I just say one thing?
Can you leave me for a second?
No, I'm talking right now.
I have the bankruptcy filings. Of the bankruptcy filings, and this guy has repeatedly defrauded the bankruptcy court.
So now you're slandering me. So I've got the slander recorded now. Officer, I don't want to waste any more of your guys' time. I know you have much better and more important things to do. I'm happy to stipulate to a court order from any judge that says, hey, Max, get the hell out of here. I'm happy to do it. But there has to be a court or a judge that signs an order to this effect. And even if this cell was active and true, and I said, hey, I was there, you guys bought it, my bad luck.
So you're the property owner?
If I can show you, there's an active bankruptcy case, MSB Trust. That's Gravity Capital. That's who he's going to show you the deed. And they're registered on the bankruptcy petition. And then I own MSB Trust. And so right now it's a civil issue, and it's also a federal court issue that's ongoing, and it's active. And now they violated the automatic stay.
Hold on. He's talking to the other guy.
From the bank, which is the first lien, which I have a hearing with bankruptcy court on the 15th of August. So there's a federal case going at the moment. And so here is University First Credit Union. They're the first lien holder.
Okay.
They haven't purchased the first lien.
Well, what we're probably going to do is just leave everything as it is at this point. But we're going to document everything. And like I said, whoever comes back or breaks and enters or whatever, it'll be documented. If it's you or if that's him, the court will decide later if criminal charges will press against you or him or both or whatever.
Well, I'm happy to stipulate to that, officer, and I think that's fair.
But is this guy claiming he lives here or what's?
No, so he's storing documents there.
Okay.
And so I said, hey, there's people here that are broken into the house this morning. You need to come and grab your stuff. I don't know what is going on yet.
Well, both of you are fine with them getting his stuff. I'm fine with that. After that point,
So because
we're
they,
at the status quo at this point.
I'm happy with this.
Like I said, we'll document, but again, it's civil issues we don't really deal with. The legal jargon and
Trent, will you grab his info when you get a sec?
You guys can go to court and hash out if that's true. You've got all your evidence. Whoever owns the property, like I said, they can go that way.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not going to have you be, interpret the evidence, obviously, but I'm happy to stipulate to that. And I'll get a judge, which I'm seeking already through the federal bankruptcy law, to have a judge sign an order saying, no, this is your property, Max. And yes, that sale was invalid, and it violated the automatic stay of the bankruptcy court.
Okay. It's a vacant property at this point, besides a few things that he has in there.
Yeah, and so what he has are a little bit more than a few. They're actually big totes of documents. And I would leave them in there and just say, when somebody has a court order, we have to write, in Utah stipulation says you have 15 days. So even if this sale was 100%, I'm fucking shit out of luck. Let's say that. I still would have by my law, by the Utah law, to have 15 days to get my affairs in order and take everything out of the property. And they're even violating the law.
It's done through the courts.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
And I would make that petition too. So I'm happy to stipulate to whoever's got something signed by a judge has the property. I'm more than fine with that. And if we document everything in today, I'm good.
Okay. You know what he's wanting to do today? Or?
I'm going to tell him just leave everything and wait till there's a court order, then we'll collect it. Because we're not prepared to collect everything.
Is that your truck or his truck?
That's it.
So he could prepare everything, just doesn't want to.
Well, the totes are like big moving totes, and there's about 12 of them. And I'm happy to show you if you want to walk inside and see that that is the fact, and take note of it.
It's just, like I said, all these are kind of civil issues, and we're just here to keep the peace. There's criminal allegations, so they'll write a report and document everything, but other than that, unless there's court order, judge's orders telling us what to do, we're just going to leave it as a status quo.
And I'm more than happy with that, and I appreciate you enforcing that. Officer Matt? Yep. Matt, pleasure.
If you,
Johnson, pleasure. Thanks, man.
no problem. If you need to take off, you can. I can.
I'm all right.
Okay.
Bravo,
Okay, we'll let them know. If you need to take off, you can. If not, if you want to hang out.
Okay, I've got a solution in my work, guys. Why don't, we can go in and move all of their stuff out now. We have a place to store it. Or we can help them move it where they want, so they don't not worried about whatever they've got some
You're
bins
not
in
the
there.
property owner.
Anyway, that's the solution.
Hold on.
And then we'll check. The statute says you got to store it or move it where if you claim to own the bins, we can move those. And then they can take this issue into court. But we got to stay somewhere tonight, and we'd be glad to help move all the stuff. I've got a guy here that can help do that. We can even get a truck here to haul them where they would like, but there's very little in there, and so we've got the keys. So we were told to change the locks this morning when we got the deed. They've paid. There was a cashier's check of $650,000 that was paid yesterday to the trustee who conducted the foreclosure where he was at. And then that deed was recorded early this morning. And then, so the locks were changed, so they don't have any keys.
We actually have keys.
So,
sorry, can I talk alone with them for a minute?
We can have them get all of their stuff.
I gave you that opportunity.
You've been talking to them for 20 minutes, so let me just finish. No. Here's a peaceful solution. We can help them literally, if they have some bins in there, let's move them. This couple needs a place to sleep tonight. They paid the money, they got the deed. I don't know what he's saying.
Look, we get it. Look, here's what this is bottom line what we've decided, okay? We're leaving things status quo. Alright, so we're not going to force them to move any of their stuff out.
Well, yeah, we don't need them to. We can protect them.
Well, we're going to ask that you guys, unless you have a court order, you don't enter the property.
Well, they don't know where they can sleep at. They just paid $600,000 for the property.
And I get that. I would be very upset.
It's not like we're going to take the property. Where are they going to sleep at? They've got places to sleep. We can't get into this property. We've got the locks to the property, so we could go in any time. They forced the way in the front door. So tonight we can just use the locks and get into our property. We won't touch their property. We're going to sleep someplace. And the guy right there said, and I know you weren't there. Let me just, I'm so outraged by this. He said if we slept there, he would come in and physically throw us out. So we're going to need to get a protective order. But the wife, that was in front of the officer there. He literally said, "I'll throw you out."
Okay.
And so that's got to be stopped. But we were. If we have the right to be in the property, we won't touch the stuff. We'll help them move it. But they can't say we can't go in there for 15 days. That's crazy. We got a place to live.
Well, if that's what the law states,
the law doesn't say that.
Okay. Again, we're not familiar with civil law.
So we have a deed. That's basic.
Okay.
And that means we own the property. So, and there's no question about that. And I don't know what he's saying, but by the way, you didn't hear this, but I got the bankruptcy filings. He has bankruptcy court. This is his fourth bankruptcy. Bankruptcy court pointed out he hasn't paid any of these University of Rose Credit Union or this lender. They have gone before 12 times. He's failed to keep any commitments, and this is just a lie. What? You can't go in there. Well, wait a minute. What's going on?
He's going with him. He's giving fun.
Well, then I'm going with him.
You're not coming in. You come in, you physically remove. Just go on the shelf.
What's our insurance plan?
So for your record, I've got keys to the house.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry, excuse me. As you see,
There's
nothing in here.
He has Mel here.
Yeah. There's a lot more to it, but yes.
Okay, so I found some. So these are papers. And there's another problem.
Is your simple steam record Google right now?
Oh. You want it? What's in here?
I just did a quick title search.
Oh, I see. Okay. You see that's what he's talking about. And we're glad to move those. Obviously not.
You want to touch my property?
Come on, we're glad to give it to you. Right now, we'll give you the product. We'll give it to you.
Right now, now you're saying.
So just for.
We'll give it to you right now.
Is that what you just said?
For the camera?
We will give it to you right today, right now.
You will not give me anything. I will remove it from the property.
We'll work with you to remove it.
If we could stipulate the judge order, and then if you're happy to order us all to leave, we'll leave peacefully, and we can all stipulate no one's going inside the house until a judge has an
have
order.
a place to sleep tonight.
That's no one's responsibility.
Going to the house or not?
What, sir? What?
Oh, 543.
At this point, we're not authorizing anybody to go inside the house or not.
That's a good old dirty trick, man. You brought your sleeping bag and all that. I commend you. I give you props. But wow.
Okay, right, we've got the movie van. They don't have any place to sleep. It's not the D. What shall we do? Okay, well, I would also say that here's the problem. One of the officers was standing here when he's threatened us. I don't know where that officer is. You said you would physically throw me out of the house if we were in there. You would physically remove me. And, well, so, you would have to do it. So, officer, what's your name, by the way? What's your name? I'm not, if you're, we do need to have someone say, we do need to have someone say that he can't use physical force against us at all, ever.
No one's going to use
anything. You heard that, right?
No one's using any physical
force.
I said, if you touch my property, I will remove you from it.
You said if we slept here, you'd throw us out.
Because you're coming
So
on
you
property.
can't physically do that. You know, we can't do that to you, we can't do that to us. You just can't
We're all
threaten.
stipulating that no one can do anything without
No
an
force.
order signed by a judge.
No.
End of story.
We just can't use physical force.
I think we can all
We
can
do
agree to
that?
that.
No physical force.
No.
right?
Again, it goes down to a court order.
You won't use
Court order,
physical
court
force.
statement. No?
You're not willing to agree to that?
You've got
I'm not
to
willing to
ride
agree to anything. Because I'm not a part of this whole finagle. Leave me out of it.
We're just leaving the status quo right now. We're not authorizing anybody to go in.
Okay, so who's doing this with further?
I'm sorry.
Do we have an incident report?
Talk to a judge, like you said, if you get a judge to sign an order that says you're in there, they're not.
Do we have a?
Typically, instead of the constables, they'll come and they'll do whatever they need with force and whatever.
Okay. Well, and do we have all your information?
Well, Officer Johnson there will document everything in our
Okay,
report.
and do we have an incident report?
Yeah, we can give you a case number.
Do you have the names of everybody participating? I don't know that. He said he had a lease, I guess.
Bravo 621 case.
And how do we contact or kind of follow something, get all the information? Give me a,
He's going to write down all that.
oh, good, thank you. Give me a card and then we'll do this.
Case has a court order.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you all about it. You got to get the information.
Just confirming once.
So you find the court order?
Yes.
Oh, hello. What did you find?
Copy this.
Oh, okay.
I think this is going to be the same case you have written down that Rosetti gave you.
Hello?
Let me just double check the case number.
168.
Say this again.
Okay. Case. Here's your case number, sir. So as my sergeant explained already, things will remain status quo. That's.
Can I give you the court order case number?
Well, unless you could send it to them, we have a court order, but we got to get the.
Is it signed by? It's signed by a judge,
Yeah,
right?
it's signed by a judge.
So there's going to be a court order with your name on it.
It's signed by Judge
you.
Adam Mao, and can you email it? It could be shown in this form. Yeah, this is a court order. We can give you the case number, and there's a court order. So,
what's the case for the court order?
Give us the case number, Pace, for the court order. Judge Adam Mao.
Case number, yeah, we're in the 3rd Judicial District. This is case number. before Judge Adam Mao.
Okay. Okay. We also. What?
That's what Max. They tried to sue Gravity to get TRO.
What did the judge order?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go look at the court order then myself. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna go into my vehicle. I'm gonna look up the court order.
The sergeant's going to go look at his vehicle. But you want to say more about the court order?
They have to expedite a hearing and post a bond. They had this temporary restraining order, but then it was immediately removed, and they forfeited their bond.
And the court said what? The court said they have no right to. Yeah.
So the plaintiffs, so the temporary restraining order sought to not have any intervention in the properties. And they listed 2 properties. They had to post a $10,000 bond, and then the judge found and issues an order that the temporary restraining order needs to be lifted. And there's an order releasing the bond and to pay attorney's fees to Jared.
Oh, so he had to pay attorney's fees for that. They released the bond, and
this is in May.
And that said, go ahead, deal with the property. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at it physically. Thank you.
Thank you, officer.
Jesus Christ. I'm not getting paid enough to deal with shit like this.
So will you judge me to Romeo 305 Tom?
Sounds like a court exchange thing, not a UCGIS thing. 4972.
We got a problem along Shelley. We're going 82 now. Stuff 905 and 1732. We are 82 with them now. 1732. Bravo 541. Everybody, we're all code 4 here. Any units that are staged in the area are coming to this call can go ahead and clear. Thanks for the help. Any other units on Roberta still en route for staging can clear? Bravo 462 area.
Bravo 462, 1733. Any units attack?
Bravo 1733. Bravo 723, copy another.
I don't have access to fucking court orders. Jesus Christ.
Checking on child, got your custody, plaintiff staying, X wasn't responding. Units back. Bravo 713. Bravo 713 and 1733. Bravo 711, I'll be at PSP evidence.
Muting for discussion with the records clerk.
Bravo 711.
Salt Lake City Police Records.
Any luck on that? How we doing?
Well,
you'll go home.
Okay.
So one thing, Andrew, we'll try and get a protective order. Did you give me that paper? We got to know that guy's name so we can get a protective order. Can we just call you guys to get all that information?
You'll have to file a grammar request.
I'll just go to the Salt Lake downtown, just give the case number, and they can give it.
Okay. Do we have the case number?
I wrote it down for you on that paper.
Somebody.
You want me to get you another one?
I'm an idiot. Maybe I give it to you.
Might have put it in your files. I thought I saw.
Did I give it? I'm not.
So, court orders are not in UC, it's court exchange. But I called records. They said there's too much paperwork to find. So unless they have it in their hand, it says it's signed by the fucking judge. At this point, I'm ready to go. I'm not going to deal with this shit any longer.
Can you ask them not to also be on the property? I mean, we're all, we won't go on property, but I'm not comfortable with them sitting on the porch.
Washington, we can ask them to. But
very well, then should we go sit up there as well?
Barring knowing who the property owner is, we can't force. The year mandates 1 or 2 weeks.
If you knew who the property owner, then what ownership does he have?
I'm not sure. You said his papers where it said your court proceeding is false or whatever. Or ended or whatever you just said.
Again,
so no lawyers, we don't deal with the legal documents.
Could you get the incident report? He was gonna.
I can write it down for you again if you'd like.
I promise to keep it.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Here's that for you, sir.
Thanks, sir. So we can go down to the court and get that name because we're going to have to try and get a protective order. And the protective order will probably say they need to stay away from us and we have the title to the property. And you see we get the shit. How you doing?
Ready to go home already?
So those are the orders, and we'll wait till somebody else will do
Yeah, we don't have access to the exchange system. They thought it was through UC, which is like our criminal thing, but this is civil paperwork, so I'm not able to do any of that stuff.
I can put it on the record affidavit. There is no TRO that's active or anything that's filed. I have those. Would you mind showing me? I'd love to see it.
You want to see it? I've got the TRO.
You can take a look at it.
And I've got the bond release.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna. You can make the report that I said that.
Yeah.
I gotta make the move. I'm sure you guys do as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Are you good with the order that you're gonna need?
So we've got the trustees deed is recorded. Okay. And we've got a TRO copy that he filed. The order
And that's
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep, good luck. So that's one that he filed against you guys, or you guys?
No, he filed against Gravity Capital. Hold on. Let me just explain it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So Gravity Capital in the house.
Who's the lender?
And he has filed bankruptcy 3 times, and then tried to hold the foreclosure sale 12 times. And this latest effort was a TRO to stop.
He went in to stop them, said, I want to stop you. And the court said, we'll give you a temporary restraining order for 3 days, and we will have a hearing. Then they had the hearing, and the judge reviewed it and said, I'm throwing that out. I'm dismissing that. You have to pay attorney's fees because there's no basis for it, and you're forfeiting your bond.
TRO's lifted, fees awarded, so he lost. And then the foreclosure sale happened. I bought it yesterday from Fife, Marshall, Johnson, something.
The law firm.
The law firm held the foreclosure. I bought it from Gravity Capital.
$650,000 cashier's check.
And it's empty. We changed the locks today. He changed the lock again. So it's... And well, no, they're not claiming tenancy anymore. So they've changed their
And they
story.
say that they have a property and we showed them the bins. They're just some bins with files. We offered to move them out and help them store them, but they said, no, you can't touch them. You can't go in.
So there's the TRO. There's the bomb release. There's the TRO.
They tried to stop it and they lost big time. So anyway, we don't know what more we have to do to prove this. You know, you see what I mean? I mean,
No, I get it.
What do we have to say? It's like if you have a driver's license, or you have to have some report saying, yeah, this is a true deed, this is a deed. You know, and if you have to go get a hearing, you need a court order. If you have to go get a hearing, it would take 10 days. You've got
So, yeah, get a judge to sign something that says he owns it. That's the only way we as police can enforce
You want
it.
something, okay.
Every day.
We do not enforce civil law, we only enforce criminal law.
Well, we gotta send out.
Let's go.
If you wouldn't be opposed to ordering us off dispatch, we get all the big moves.
What?
Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna get a protective order. And, well, my wife is doing
She got a thing tonight.
a thing tonight that
She's got
I
a little
am late
9-month-old
to.
baby. They've got.
Anyway,
moving
I'm
in.
going home.
Okay.
But I do want to know that they need to not enter the property. As long that you guys are saying they shouldn't enter the property because it's not
So
there.
we just saying status quo, we can't authorize anybody to go in.
What does that mean about them going in?
If they go in, you can contact us and we can document that they went in.
Okay.
So if we
and
go in, same
with
thing.
us.
They can document that we went in.
They can document that we went in.
Oh.
Okay.
That doesn't seem to be.
But I'm stipulating I won't go in
Eh,
until we have a judge.
No.
And what about him?
No, what about
going
this
in
guy?
unless he has a judge order.
Well,
That's it. Anybody goes in, we'll call it. Somebody's
What are we
trespassing.
talking
but your area,
Let's go.
you won't go in.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a main order. Criminal.
Okay. We're gonna get out of here. Yeah. No. Yep, everything's fine. Alright, Matt, taking off. Well, is your, what's his name again, on the stairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off.
He's gonna head out.
And
Okay.
I definitely respect your orders, and I'll take off now. Did the other gentleman get in the black car with them? Okay. I'm gonna take off then.
Cool.
Thanks, guys. Have a safe night.
Thanks. Have a good
Thanks
one.
again. Sorry for
That's
time
right.
in the heat,
We'll
man.
figure it out. Just eventually.
His info.
Thank you, guys. All the best.
Dude's
See ya.
info. Younger dude's info. I'm gonna do a sub because when I was over there, he was like,
Going on.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do a super quick sub because when the